All of us possess knowledge. Now, knowledge of God, guys, is obviously good, but Paul chooses to redirect the Corinthian Christians here to the idea of love. All right, so knowledge is important, but he's going to redirect them here to the idea of love. And as we've said before, the Corinthians were very philosophical. They were very proud. And we know that even knowledge of God can be a source of pride. Is that true? Can knowledge of God become a source of pride? Yeah, it absolutely can. Paul wants to get a quick word in on that before he addresses the topic of food offers to idols. So you see here, he says, knowledge puffs up. This is always a danger, right? Anytime that you're dealing with knowledge, because we're sinful human beings, there's the potential that we could become puffed up with pride. But he says love builds up. Now, the great thing about love is that it always leaves the other person edified. And so there's a little lesson here. Guys, as you serve your brothers and sisters in Christ, be cautious whenever it comes to sharing knowledge. You got to be cautious about it. First, because you don't know everything. And secondly, because you could become proud in the process, right? So you got to be cautious about it. But share love freely. This is kind of what he's saying here. Be cautious when it comes to knowledge, but share love freely with people. So here's a little note. Sometimes knowledge puffs up the giver more than it builds up the receiver. And this is just a truth that we have to consider. Sometimes it puffs up the giver more than it builds up the receiver.